Start in a seated tall position on your chair, lengthening through the spine and reaching up and over to the side of the neck, stretching the muscles on the neck as you lean over the ear towards the shoulder. Stack the spine as you reach through center and keep the shoulders relaxed while the head moves from side to side. Feeling the muscles on the side of the neck, keeping that elongation. Reach down and roll the head over 180 degrees, alternating in a crescent moon shape from one side to the other. On the last roll, you're going to keep your position of the head there in a static hold, rotating the chin up to look towards the ceiling and down to the armpit. This intensifies the stretch, running along the muscles on the side of the neck. Adding a rotation mobilizes the vertebra, keeping the shoulders still, nice and relaxed. Looking down, roll the head over to the other side and rotate, chin up towards the ceiling, looking down to the armpits. Maximizing your rotation to where it feels comfortable in your body. Rotate looking down. Last one as you lift the chin up towards the ceiling and look down to the armpit, rolling to center. You're going to interlace the hands behind the head as you still lengthen through the spine, gently pressing the head into the hands and the hand into the head. As you nod the chin down and stretching the back extensors of the neck. Careful of pulling on the neck, but rather resist the stretch by pushing the head into the hands. This releases tightness of the neck extensor muscles. Bring the hands down. Keep the teeth together. We're going to stretch the platysma muscle in the front of the neck. Nodding back, you can see the muscle fibers lengthening as I stretch the front of the neck and nod back down to neutral. Reaching tall, keeping the teeth together. Feel the intensity of the stretch as you lengthen the neck and then reach back and nod back up. We're going to add a jaw movement. You're going to open the jaw and close back in. Adding slight mobility to the jaw here that often gets pulled out of place due to the tightnesses of the neck from poor posture. Adding a nice roll from side to side in a crescent moon shape and bring the body back into a stacked position. With the palm facing up and the elbow bent, you're going to press through the heel of the hand as the head nods down to the shoulder on the opposite side. You might experience a slight neural, tingly or numb sensation through the arm, and this is mainly due to the stretch or the tension we apply to the nerve as we reach the head to the opposite side of the arm. Moving over to the other side, you press through the heel of the hand as you reach the head over to the opposite side of the shoulder, stretching the nerve and bending back in. The cranial nerves start at the base of the skull and reaches down and move into the arms. Adding to intensity to the stretch, we're going to lift both arms up, reaching them away to the opposite walls, lengthening through the spine. We're going to start adding small little circles, moving to the front. You might feel as you draw those fingers up to the ceiling, the intensity of the stretch increase. The neural sensation increase as you reverse your circle to the other side. Hold the stretch and nod the chin and the head in alternating lateral flexions from one side to the other. Seated on the front edge of your chair, you're going to add thoracic rotation. Be mindful of the position of the knees and the pelvis here so that they don't shift or rotate. Your movement is initiated from the waistline. Get the sense of wringing water out of a cloth as you twist and spiral through the spine. With each twist and each spiral through the spine, try and maximize your rotation as much as you can. Feeling the pectoral muscle of the moving arm, reaching backwards, stretching on the front of the chest. Keep the length through the spine. With hands interlaced behind the head, grow tall through the spine as you extend the spine up, reaching the chest bone up towards the ceiling. This exercise strengthens the weak, long back extensors of the upper back, and this is due to the rounded position you sit at your desk. It gives a beautiful opening feeling to the front of the chest. Reach the arms up to the ceiling and exhale as you press down through your elbows, keeping the length through the spine. Feel how the scapula draw towards each other as if you're pinching onto a pencil behind the back. Press down with resistance and extend the arms up to the ceiling. Moving your chair further away from your desk, elbows pressing down on the desk with the spine in what feels like a neutral position. I want you to press your chest down towards the floor, lengthening through the upper back. You're going to bend and extend the elbows. Feel the intensity of the stretch increase. Press the chest down as you feel the release into the shoulders and into the thoracic spine. Hold and lengthen the arms. Keep the arms straight, keeping the chest towards the floor. You're going to add articulations to the spine to stretch out the muscles of the back and also to mobilize the joints of the spine. This is also a nice relaxing exercise. Take deep breaths in on the extension and deep exhales as you curl, tucking the tail underneath the pelvis. Sitting in a figure 4 position, keeping the spine tall, you're going to hinge the body forward. Hold your pose in the figure 4 stretch, reaching the spine up and down as you hinge from the hips, feeling the piriformis and glute med muscles stretch. Think of reaching the tailbone back and behind you. The more the spine lengthens, the more you'll feel the stretch into the side of the glutes. Press gently down onto the knee as you externally rotate the hip. Reach forward. In a standing position by your chair, keeping your standing legs soft, toes pointed up to the ceiling, reaching the tail behind you and the back is in a flat position. Reach the chest forward and elongate up. Stretching out the hamstrings that cause quite a lot of tightness when we sit at the desk, pulling on the pelvis and helping or assisting in the tightening of the lumbar spine extensors, creating the tightnesses and discomforts into the lower back. Stretch out to the front, reaching the pelvis backwards and elevate up. Reach forward as the body hinges forward, keeping that stretch and lift. Standing with the hands on the desk, with your pelvis over your heels, you're going to curl through the spine and release. Standing cat stretches help to mobilize the back, releasing tightnesses into the lumbar spine. And inhale as you elongate through the spine, activating the upper back muscles to help strengthen them. Rounding through the lumbar spine as you release all tension from the day's seated work. And release.